Hey, Coach.
Okay, go
Thanks for
ahead.
stopping by. Go ahead, Dwayne Price.
Hey, Rick, from a defensive standpoint, how did you guys do overall? And also in tomorrow, do you expect to try to get everybody in tomorrow night's game?
We got everybody in the game last night. So
No, I'm talking about you expect to do it again tomorrow night.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Defensively, we did some very good things. Um, it's hard to play a perfect defensive game in the NBA, but we did a lot of solid things. I think we it's pretty clear that we should be a better defensive team. But we're going to keep working. I mean, this is a great test for us. Trying to keep Giannis out of the lane and try to keep Middleton from getting easy looks. And Holiday's a great player. So and these guys really execute their offense. So we did some good things. We can do some things better, but overall, I mean, we're looking to do things better on both sides of the ball in Game 2 tomorrow.
Are there some advantages playing the same team in 3 days?
The advantage is you don't have to travel. The advantage is you get to do NBA basketball for a living. It's pretty good, And the other advantage here is they got a really good pizza place downstairs.
All right, Callie Kaplan. Callie.
Going off that, not the pizza place, what you mentioned this being a good learning experience, having this preseason road trip to practice what you guys will face in the first half of the season with back-to-back games. But what specifically do you take from it, or what are you trying to learn or test out with it?
Well, there are some elements to this that are just clearly different. Unless you're playing in a playoff series, you virtually never travel to one city to play 2 games in 3 days. And that will happen quite frequently this year. So you set up in a city somewhat similar to baseball. And it's a different kind of challenge. It's a different kind of challenge because, 3.5 days in a city that's not your own, is a long time. It's unusual, very unusual for NBA travel. So this is something that we got to get a mental edge about. And as much as we miss being home and our loved ones and stuff, we've got to keep our focus on Game 2.
What kinds of specific challenge is it? I guess from our perspective, I don't know what it's like. What is most challenging about it?
Well, in this case, we're playing a great team. I think the other thing that's could be challenging, really across the board in the league is kind of the getaway game mentality. NBA teams aren't used to staying in the same city for 3-4 days. It's usually a day and a half, 2 days at the most, and then you're moving on to another game. And so there are some good things, After the game, we aren't rushing to get on a plane. You can come back, you can get a good night's sleep. Those kinds of things. There are advantages, but there are some different elements and some different challenges to it as well.
Okay, Jordan Richard. Jordan.
Hey, what's up, Coach? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, can you just, after watching the film yesterday, can you just talk about Maxi's performance yesterday? Just, he did a great job in the pick and pop reads, and then also, getting the charge on Giannis, guarding Giannis in possessions and playing in the drop pick and roll. I really liked how he played yesterday. Can you just talk about, Maxi and what he brought yesterday and how he's going to contribute with Porzingis being gone?
Yeah, I mean, he's really become one of the better two-way players in the league. There aren't many 6'10" guys that can guard perimeter players and protect the rim. It's just very unusual. Or drive it, be able to make plays and shoot threes with range. And so and you give Maxi a lot of credit. He's worked extremely hard to develop all these skills and to adjust over to what the NBA game is all about from the European game, because the two games spacing wise are quite different.
Okay, Valencia.
Hey, Coach, we're going to hear from Dorian next. So I'm curious, could you just talk about the strides you've seen him take, not just in this season, but throughout his career?
Describe what?
Dorian Finney-Smith, we're talking to him next. Talk about the strides you've seen him take, not just.
Yeah. No, he's gotten better each year. His shot looks even better this year. We looked, terrific last year, and he just looks more comfortable and shooting with a little more range and shooting it easy. Look, he's another great two-way player, underrated playmaker, guy that can, go for lobs on the one hand, and he can shoot with a great touch from the outside. And, he can guard just about anybody that comes into an NBA game, from point guards to 5-men, and he's done it. So, and he's worked really hard, during this most recent off season, to work on his body and try to get his hips, more flexible and stronger. And so far, he's doing real well in camp.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate the time.
Okay.
Okay,